Hello, I'm Dr. Mario Wong, a specialist in geriatrics, and today I want to talk to you about a topic that is rarely discussed but incredibly important for dignity, self-esteem, and quality of life. I want to address what many call the old age smell. You may have heard something like, "Grandma, why do you smell funny?" And you saw how even an innocent question like that can hurt deeply. Many people try to dismiss it by saying it's normal, that it's just part of aging. But I want to tell you very clearly from the start, aging does not mean smelling bad. This issue has real, understandable causes. And the best part is that it has effective solutions if we address it at the root. Throughout my years of practice, I've met many older adults who suffered from this problem quietly, feeling embarrassed, avoiding family gatherings, or stepping back from close contact, simply because no one had explained what was really happening in their bodies. That's why today I want to talk about this with respect, awareness, and humanity. By the end of this video, you'll understand why body odor and breath can change as we age, and you'll know simple, practical steps to feel fresh, confident, and comfortable every day. As we grow older, our bodies go through completely natural changes. One of the least known, yet very important, is a reduction in our sense of smell. After the age of 60, between 25 and 50% of people partially lose the ability to notice their own body odor or bad breath. What this means is that many older adults simply don't realize it's happening, while those around them perceive it but remain silent out of respect or discomfort. The result is a problem that quietly undermines self-esteem without anyone directly addressing it. At the same time, the way our bodies sweat also changes. When we're younger, we sweat more even without noticing, and this natural process helps clean the skin and remove toxins. But over the years, especially after age 60, sweat can decrease. This allows normal skin bacteria to linger longer in areas where dead skin cells accumulate, such as folds and wrinkles. On top of this, skin becomes drier, a condition called xerosis, which affects more than half of older adults and encourages the buildup of residues that change body odor. There's also an interesting biochemical factor. With age, the composition of sebum, the oily substance that protects the skin, changes. Starting around 50 or 60, a natural compound called 2-nonenal can increase. This is largely responsible for that characteristic odor that many people mistakenly attribute to aging itself. I want to emphasize, it isn't dirt, and it isn't a lack of hygiene. It's a physiological change that we can manage with proper care. And it's not just the skin. The mouth also changes. Saliva production decreases with age, a condition called xerostomia. Saliva is essential for controlling bacteria and fungi in the mouth. Without enough saliva, the environment becomes ideal for persistent bad breath, the kind that doesn't disappear after brushing or using mouthwash. To make matters more complicated, many common medications used in older adults, like sleep aids, blood pressure medicine, or anti-anxiety drugs, can further reduce saliva. So perfumes, colognes, or mouth rinses only mask the issue temporarily. They do not solve it at the root. Now, understanding the causes is only half the story. What matters most is what you can do every day to address this problem effectively. First, let's break a myth. Showering every day is not always the best solution, especially for older adults with dry or fragile skin. Bathing daily with hot water and harsh soaps can worsen dryness, cause itching, even small wounds, and disrupt the skin's natural barrier, ironically creating more odor over time. For most older adults, a full bath 2 or 3 times a week with lukewarm water, never hot, Using gentle, neutral, or glycerin-based soaps or bath oils is ideal. On the other days, a quick hygiene routine, what I call the 3-minute shower, is extremely effective. Focus on the areas where residues and moisture accumulate most: armpits, neck, groin, under the breasts, abdominal folds, the navel, behind the knees, elbows between the toes, and behind the ears. Cleaning these areas daily makes a huge difference in body odor without harming the skin. Hair does not need to be washed every day either. 2 or 3 times a week is usually enough. This is especially important for people with limited mobility, arthritis, or a risk of falling, because long showers can increase accidents. External hygiene is not everything. What you eat and drink also directly affects how you smell. Start the day with 1 or 2 glasses of water upon waking, maybe with lemon, mint, or rosemary if you like. This hydrates the mouth, activates the kidneys, improves intestinal transit, and helps eliminate toxins. Keep hydrated throughout the day. Don't wait until you feel thirsty. Clear urine and soft stools are good signs you're on the right track. Diet matters too. Prioritize colorful fruits and vegetables rich in antioxidants: tomatoes, apples, blueberries, cucumbers, watermelon. These foods hydrate, protect the skin, and help clean the body from the inside. Choose whole grains like oats, brown rice, and quinoa, and reduce ultra-processed foods, cold cuts, and alcohol, which overload the liver and contribute to bad odors. A simple tip for breath: chew 1 or 2 cloves a day. They help control oral bacteria naturally. Key daily habits make a difference as well. Hydrate your skin with fragrance-free creams, especially in folds and dry areas. Move at least 10 to 15 minutes a day to improve circulation and cellular renewal. Ventilate your home daily to prevent odors from building up. Keep clothes, towels, and bed sheets clean and thoroughly dry, as fabrics accumulate sebum and bacteria. And of course, oral hygiene is critical. Brush your teeth and tongue several times a day with a soft brush. Use a tongue scraper, and visit the dentist at least once a year, especially if you have prosthetics or sensitive gums. I want you to remember this final message. The so-called old age smell does not define a person. It is not inevitable, and it is not a reason to feel ashamed. It is a sign that the body is changing, and with intelligent care, you can manage it effectively. If this message has helped you, share it with someone who might benefit. Subscribe to the channel and leave your questions or experiences in the comments. I'd like you to write this comment now. I take care of my body and stay confident every day. Talking about these topics with respect is part of caring for your health. I'm Dr. Mario Wong, and it has been a pleasure talking with you. See you in the next video.